Hello everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well, hope the training's going well and you've had a good week of running. If you're in the UK, the weather's been well, down in the south especially, the weather's been pretty awesome. We had kind of like a really cold snap. It was Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it was really cold but really clear, lovely. And then it's kind of just warmed up, so Saturday and Sunday this weekend's been amazing. Yesterday was really warm and today's been great as well. So I kind of went out in a jacket and came back just wearing a t-shirt, so it's been really good. So it's been easy to get out, that is for sure. This week has been Aerobic Power week. It's been a really weird week for training and for life especially. We've just gone into lockdown in the UK and yeah, it's been tough. And I know the States have got the American elections as well, which have gone through now finally, so that's been a pretty crazy week for the whole world. So yeah, this week's been a bit mad for me. I haven't been able to post anything on Wednesday or Thursday. I just ran out of time. I was out late doing an installation up north, so it's been really difficult with lockdown, trying to keep everyone safe at work and you know, change our working practices even more. I run solo, so my running really hasn't been affected. I'd like to have gone for a run with some friends this weekend, but I'm not able to do that. But hey, I can have a buddy partner if I want. But anyway, running solo. So, you know, getting out there on the trails for me at night, I rarely see anyone or anything. I say that, but I've had a few moments recently. And, you know, it's nice though, because there's generally no one around. So it's pretty good. So yeah, Aerobic Power Week it has been. And it's been a real tough one. There's been a lot of, my coach has basically set me up with a 3-week plan. And this has been the first week of that plan, which is on Training Peaks. And I'm posting everything on Strava as well, so you can check that out. So basically, if you haven't, check it out, Strava, and follow me if you want to. I was just going to put it in there. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this. It really helps the channel. Like it as well. It just grows my channel and it gets me some good YouTube getting out there, really good visibility. So yeah, if you like it and you're enjoying this sort of stuff, please hit that like button and subscribe. That'd be really helpful. Thank you very much. And anyone who has subscribed already, great, thank you. So yeah, going back to what I am doing at the moment, we got a Monday to Sunday plan. It's now Sunday. Monday this week I did my Pilates. I have one 45-minute session every week if I can. We go to a village hall down the road and do that. But unfortunately now that's been cancelled. So we just started getting into it and it's really nice. And yeah, it's a shame. But anyway, still going to do that because I do my videos and things like that for Pilates, so that's fine. So that was on the Monday, 45 minutes, get myself nice and supple, and it makes a massive difference to my mobility and everything like that. So anyway, we start off. The Tuesday was an easy run, simple 10k out in the hills, some strides afterwards, and that was quite nice. Then I hooked up with my coach as well. We had a chat on Zoom, so I'll go into what we talked about in a minute. So Tuesday went pretty well, nothing really hanging around from the week before, feeling pretty good. So Wednesday and Thursday were 2 workouts. We're doing workout on a Wednesday, workout on a Thursday, and I switched them back because one workout needs to be done on the flat as possible, which is really hard for me because I don't have access to a track, and then the other workout needs to be done on hills. So I ended up doing my fartlek workout, which was 10 by 1 minute intervals and a rest between each interval. So you warm up for 20 minutes, you do go hard for 1 minute, rest for 2 minutes, go hard for 1 minute, etc. and do that 10 times and then do a 20-minute cool down. So that works out about 55 to an hour of running. So that went really well, felt pretty good, pretty strong, and had some nasty little hills to climb up, so that's pretty good. So yeah, definitely got the threshold going, the anaerobic work going, so that was really good. Now the next day was even a tougher workout because we're doing 400-meter intervals. I need to do that on the flat. The reason being is so we can check out my progression to see if I'm getting my speed up, seeing if I'm getting my threshold up. But unfortunately, I don't have a track to go to, but there's a local park which I can use, and it's got a few little gradients, but nothing too bad. So that's pretty flat. And I went out and did that, and that was very hard indeed. Brutal, I've got to say. It was basically 6 by 400-meter intervals, and then you rest for 4 minutes. And then you do that again, 6 by 400s. And this is all at 8 RPE. Previously as well was 8 RPE. So you're going at really quick, hard pace. What I was really pleased about is looking at my numbers, my intervals are very similar. I think there was about 3 seconds between each one, which is quite amazing. So that shows that I'm getting the hang of running at a certain intensity and holding on to that intensity. I was doing 1 minute 28 and up to 1 minute 31. again, look on Strava, they're there. But that was really interesting to see that I can actually get that kind of level, that RPE, that feel, the intensity, just bang on each of those intervals as such. And I'd love to go on a track. I'll probably have to join a running club or something like that to get on a track here. But anyway, who knows? So that was really good. So I picked up the 2 workouts, got through them, but I definitely was feeling it in the legs. Fortunately, the Friday was a rest, and I did some body weight stuff, didn't do any stretching or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame, should have done. But I did some body weight exercises, just leg lifts, some body weight squats, some planks, you know, that sort of stuff. And just for 20 minutes, just to get yourself getting that inner core strengthening up. Then Saturday and Sunday we prepared for that. Basically was back-to-back runs. Okay, so back-to-back runs being you run obviously on the Saturday and on the Sunday. There's no rest day in between. So Saturday was an easy 15k. It was pretty easy. Did 9 miles, about an hour and a half up on the hills. That was lovely. Daylight. It was, sun was shining. It was a beautiful run. But unfortunately, I used Strava's route, and they explore route thing, and you can click on it and say hilly and dirt, which is pretty much what I want to do. But they're Strava's sort of hills. There aren't any hills. It really wasn't very hilly. I mean, I don't live in a very hilly area, but we've definitely got plenty of hills to run around. And then dirt, most of it, a lot of it, it said 8% pavement. Well, no way. I was on a lot of pavement, so it wasn't a very pleasant run. But anyway, I did it nonetheless. It was a different route, so I suppose a bit of variety in your training. Wasn't great. And then today was my long run, which I kind of wasn't looking forward to, but for some reason, my second long, if it's back to back, unless I've gone really hard the day before, and that is the trick of back-to-back runs, is don't go hard on the first day. The second day I usually feel a lot better, and at first I didn't, but I warmed up into it and I flew. I got in a really nice flow, and I had to back off a little bit, you know, because it's meant to be an easy run. But the good thing about these long runs now, what we've done, it's a new thing coach has set me up on, is these things called pickups. And they're not strides as such, but every 15 minutes, here or there, I missed a few, but you know, try and get on the 15 minute if you can. Just pick up your pace for 30 seconds. Don't go full out sprint, but just gradually build up your pace, and it gets your heart rate up. And it's, again, we're trying to boost my speed. So I think you know that when I did the A100, I was a bit disappointed that my speed when I was really tired was quite slow, and I need to pick up that kind of just that general shuffle speed, just trying to get, you know, my flat rate as fast as possible. So these pickups definitely helped my long run become more, I wouldn't say more progressive run, but I definitely felt a lot more alive. My heart rate was obviously high. I haven't actually checked out my heart rate yet to see what it was like, but it was really good. So these pickups I really recommend. You know, that long run, if you can, just gives you a little boost throughout. So that went pretty well. Yeah, and that was my week. I think it went well. I definitely did all my you know, workouts on time and everything like that. I got the greens on all the training peaks, but I'm just suffering a little bit from a previous injury. A bit of sort of repetitive in my right hand groin. It gets sore, and on my right glute, and just a little kind of flicking pain under my back right knee. Last year it was all my left. This year it looks like it's all going to be my right. It's just starting to annoy me. And I think, I mean, today it's recovered a bit, which is quite good, but I'm just getting a little bit worried that if I, you know, this is the first week in, so I've got to be really careful next week. So just got to be just very, very careful. So I Skyped with my coach, and I think I'll do a vlog on why I've got a coach, because it's really important for people to understand. Loved it. Lovely chat. We're chatting away for like half an hour, 45 minutes, talking about running and stuff like that, obviously. He's got so much knowledge, such a professional, and he just knows so much stuff going on out there. And I think the main kind of criteria for the running, obviously I've gone through my goals and things like that, but it's getting what he spotted was basically my level of fitness now is really good, because I've been training for the A100. I haven't come with an injury, and I'm going to put this graph up now. If you have a look at that, you've basically got two peaks, one on the left and one on the right. So you've got two troughs. The one on the left is where I did the Arc of Attrition, and the run on the right, far right, is where I did the A100. And as you can see, the fitness, the graph gradient is a lot steeper with the right hand side one, because that's what I did, and it's too steep. He said that that would be too steep for training. You're going to look as though you're going to get injured after that. And he was right, because I felt absolutely exhausted towards the end. And I did that marathon the week before, which was crazy as well. So that graph there, as you can see, the middle part was locked down. But as you can see, the troughs for this next training block, I'm basically sitting at about 70, I'm at 75 on the training fitness level. So my fitness level is really high, so I'm really pleased about that. So that's one thing which he's pleased about, so we can now build on this base, so it's not such a sharp gradient to go up. So that was the first thing. And the other thing which is nice, quite often when you get a coach at first, and it happened to me, is you get quite into it and you get set all these 10 by 1 minute intervals and things like that, and you want to do well and you push really hard and you end up getting injured, and you think the coach is going to look at you and think, oh mate, you need to be doing this at this speed and that. Well, actually you don't, because he doesn't know your body unless they're actually running with you and understanding it all about you. They don't know your body, do they? So this time, the good advice from Davide was basically, don't overdo it. If you don't feel great about this workout and you're going to go out there and you're going to start doing it, you don't feel great, just don't do it. Just stop, walk away. Maybe carry on with an easy run and finish off the hour, whatever you've got to do. But that's really good advice, and stopping the inflammation basically going on in the body, because I definitely do get, sore knees and things like that. I think we all do. And it's just knowing when to stop, because ultimately last year I had 2 weeks out of injury. I had a holiday as well, but anyway, 2 weeks out of injury. We don't want that this time. We want to build that level of fitness all the way up. So yeah, pretty good. So that was a really nice chat with him. And we're just going through stuff. So this week has been great. My stats, I've done about 6 hours of running. I've done about an hour and 20 minutes of strength work. That's pretty good going. I've run about 44 miles. I think it's 43 point something, so that's pretty good. 44 miles. My level of fitness is at about 82. My TSS on Training Peaks, which is your stress score, this week we did 678, so that's going to build. If you follow this each week, you'll see that build will go, fluctuate down. I think the highest it got last training session was about 1,000, something like that. But my fitness level is at 82, and that's really important. We build that up slowly but surely. My form is about 0 to 1. That's just basically will deteriorate as you go on. And my fatigue is about 94, which I haven't quite got my head around what that means really. But obviously I think the higher it is, the worse. But it might be the other way around on Training Peaks. Anyway, so that is where we're at. So my start is really good. I've had a really good week. I'm really, really pleased. And hopefully going on for next week, much of the same really. Just a couple of workouts we're going to change, where the 10 by 1 is going to be 15 by 1 minutes, and then we're going to reduce the 400 meters by just do 3 by 400, double of those rather than the 6 by 400. So yeah, that's it. So that's my training. That's enough for me talking about that. It's been a really good week. I've really enjoyed it. Excited to get back on it again, back into that training. And yeah, it's been great, hopefully, to share with you guys some of the stuff which I've been learning. And yeah, leave your comments below. You've got any questions, why I'm doing some of these workouts, anything you want to know, please do give me a shout in the comments. And of course, keep the subscriptions coming in. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave comments below. Click on the bell to make sure you get notified when I post up something else. And yeah, have a good next week. And yeah, enjoy your running.